How did you find Dublin in the end, anyway?
Look, great.
Did you get around to do much?
I was at Grogan's a lot.
It's a good spot, like.
It's a great pub.
It's a good spot.
No, I had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Always doing Dublin, yeah.
Have you been in Dublin?
I was there for about, last time, about 3.5, 4 months.
Was that for the Badlands?
Badlands.
Yeah.
It was the Badlands.
Did you get to go into the city at all, or?
Yeah. Always in. I stayed at, the lovely Dillon Hotel.
Great spot,
quite
yeah.
happy there.
Yeah. Good spot.
Yeah, very fun.
The first question I wanted to ask both of you is about this. I know both of you have kind of done a lot of work with CGI, but I mean, some actors kind of think of it as sort of like black box theatre, that it's just completely experimental. I mean, is that your experience of it, or do you find it a lot more rigid, or what do you think?
Well, I think black box theatre is not a bad analogy. I've always approached working in performance capture and CGI to an extent, but certainly performance capture as a rehearsal space, because it resembles that more than it resembles anything approximating a movie set. Yeah. I mean, in rehearsal, if we're rehearsing a play, often there'll be a riser there because they're going to be there. There'll be a chair there. It's going to be a throne or something like that. Yeah. And it's exactly like that in the volume in the performance capture space. And so, very much so. And I think actually working in film as a rule, and all rules are there to be examined and broken. But as a rule, I approach working in film pretty much as rehearsal anyway, and at some point a director will say action like that, and the rehearsal continues, but it's being recorded because so that it works well for me.
I think that's right. It's just another set of challenges, another sort of way of working. Yeah. And it's at first it's different. And it depends whether you're talking about motion capture or whether you're just talking about certain CG elements in a scene. You may be in a scene which is a completely green volume, but in your costume with the other characters, and so the world around you is something you just have to imagine as a result of having seen the artistic, the art department's images of it. Or it may be pretty well realized, the set you're on, with just certain tiny little elements. So they're all variations on that, but ultimately you're in an imagined world, or you're in a world that you're recreating, and you're doing your part of that. So I think it's very useful to look at it all as part of a process, therefore a stepping stones on the way in a journey, like a rehearsal is. Nothing's ever quite found or finished, but you jump in and do what you can at the time and trust to it. You do one take, and they go, oh well, that bit was great. What if we cut this line and do that? So you go, great. You do another take. I mean, in a way, filmmaking is like a rehearsal. You try something. You try. And you might fail. Or you might try, and something happens, and you go, that's really an interesting mistake, or that's an interesting alteration or variation or anomaly. But actually, we prefer that.
So we move with that.
So I think that's filmmaking in its nature.
Yeah. Can I ask, I mean, because I know you're playing a robot, a zombie, however you want to, and your character's more, I don't want to say, they're both real characters, but I suppose my question is how important is it for you to understand your character? Or is it enough for you to read the text and sort of...
Well, it's important to seek understanding of the character. I mean, you have to continue. I'm not sure I ever completely understand any character that I play. It's the process
trying
of acting.
to, though.
Exactly. It's a journey towards understanding, and sometimes the more you know, the less you understand. Yeah. But that's good. I mean, it's like, do you understand yourself?
Well, it's like life, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
You can't ever be yourself, but you can become yourself. You can keep on becoming yourself.
Yeah, and
keep on becoming the character.
And I would say that there's a certain amount of trust involved. You can trust your instincts. You can trust your own self. So you go on the journey. Really.
And the character is never one thing anyway. We're incredibly complex beings, quite contradictory at times. So that's often fascinating within the character, to see how many realms you can exist in the same body. How many faces can you present? Not in an academic way, but there just are certain things that we do in certain situations, and then quite the opposite in another situation.
Yeah, because the character you're playing is quite dynamic in the sense of he's a father, but he's also
that's
a
right.
tyrant.
And in that sense, he presents in a certain way, but there's a lot of secret stuff going on, a lot of background things going on.
You need to embrace contradiction when you're in this world.
In this world, yeah, in all things. Okay, I gotta leave it there.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
See you, good to see
Appreciate
you,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it.
This weapon can wipe out the largest city in the blink of an eye.
Not if we shut it down.
Nothing can stand in the face of this.
We have to stop London before it destroys us. You sure you want to do this? Once we go in, there's no going back. I have to.